Hiya, I'm back with my Doctor Who review. I tried to film it last night, but the camera pack died. So fingers crossed that it all goes well today. Okay, so Night Terrors, Mark Gatiss writing, absolutely brilliant. So happy to have him writing. I liked that it was a one-off episode with not a deep, complicated story arc going around. That was good, exactly what I wanted, yay! I loved the banter between Rory and Amy about how Rory was like, we're dead again, and that was almost like a playful dig at Moffat from Gatiss, in a playful best friends kind of way, about like, lol, you always kill Rory. I could do it too, but I won't, because I'm original. Not that Moffat isn't original. Just that got to be a very repetitive theme in a Groundhog Day kind of way. The episode had this really 90s vibe, but not in like a, oh, that's so corny. In a really, like, Are You Afraid of the Dark? Drop Dead Fred. Well, I think this might be 80s. And it also reminded me a little bit of that Buffy episode, which I can't remember. But that would have been the name of, I can't remember the name of, I can't remember it. And they were in a dollhouse, and it was I think it was a Halloween themed episode, maybe? And there was that really gross sex scene between Riley and Buffy. I really don't remember most of it, just that. And yeah, had dolls' houses, something to do with dolls' houses. I guessed it was a dollhouse really early on, but maybe it was obvious, and I'm not just being clever. So, from the Amy and Rory banter, one of my favourite lines was this is weird, and she was like, yeah, so is a time-travelling nurse. And then at the end, when she got back from being turned into a doll, and she was just like, was I just... And Rory was like, yeah. And it's got to that stage where they've travelled so much with the Doctor that they don't need to finish the sentences and don't even actually need to go into detail on it, because travelling with the Doctor is really random. And how Rory knew stuff, like, oh, the TARDIS is probably having an issue, and you know, it's freaking out and we're stuck in 1700, and Amy's like, yay, my favourite year. And it was just, it was good, it was light-hearted, and the dolls actually weren't that creepy. They reminded me a lot of the Clockwork people from Girl in the Fireplace. So I think Matt said the same thing actually in Confidential, but they didn't really freak me out at all. And the concept was good, like the whole idea of a cuckoo bird and that actually being an alien race. I was like, clever, that's really interesting. And there was some great, like the acting between Alex and the Doctor was just brilliant with their, oh, we shouldn't open the cupboard. Yes, we should. I was just like, wow, it was really well written and really well paced, and kudos to both of them. And rock on to the kid as well. I think his name's Jamie in real life, but he's George in the show. Yeah, he did some really good acting too. So great acting by everybody. Question, when Amy was turned into a doll and they were going down the staircase, was Amy's doll shoved down the staircase? Because in my mind, the red-headed doll with the weird thing on its head got shoved down the staircase. But I could be wrong. And it could have been another one. But I'm pretty sure it was Amy. Oh, I really liked the termite line. When the Doctor was like, maybe it's giant termites trying to get onto the property ladder. Like, they came out of nowhere. And also, that would be a really interesting lifestyle channel show. Like, instead of location, location, or relocation, relocation, or any of that, we just have termites building giant wooden houses. It's the way of the future, people. Embrace it. And if not, just make it a sci-fi show or Adult Swim parody thing. Do it. The idea is there. What else did I have? Oh, that creepy song about the Doctor's death at the end. A bit foreboding, a bit unnecessary. Why do we keep emphasizing the Doctor dying again? Like, don't we already know he's gonna die? Is it just gonna go full circle and be like, look, you're dying. Oh, you died. Oh, you found out about you dying. You're gonna die. And then be one of the other Doctors again, who tells him about the fact that he's gonna die. Like, I don't understand. So wibbly wobbly, timey wimey confusion, and I feel so stupid for not being able to follow it, but it makes it very difficult to follow. The eyeball was never really explained. That glass eyeball. It reminded me a lot of that alien from Prisoner Zero episode in the 11th hour. But I think that's just me pulling connections that don't exist. But yeah, it was there, and it was made of glass, whereas everything else was made of wood, and I don't understand what that eye was there for, and I feel like it might have importance, but then again it might not. But with Moffat based series. It's like nothing is a coincidence, everything is there for a reason. Wow. Oh, when the Doctor made all the toys come to life with the sonic screwdriver, it reminded me so much of that Fireflies video by Owl City that I had a little giggle to myself because I was like, wow, this is quality, guys. It's going real well here. And the fry pan thing reminded me of Tangled. So, you know, got music video references, Disney references, Buffy references. It was all just a giant ball of references, which was awesome. I have no problem with that. Oh no, the cloud has come over and the light has got all dark. Whoops. Oh, and I loved with Alex and the Doctor banter with the, will you stop making tea? And he was like, no, and he continued to make tea despite the fact that Alex was trying to get him to leave. I thought that was quite cool. And you're not from social services was just followed up by, have you got any jammy dodgers? Like, doesn't even answer the questions. Good old Doctor, the Doctor we know and love, was like back for a moment, and Amy was tolerable and good. And yes, can this continue to happen, please? Because that would be magical. Mark Gatiss writes us some more episodes, or just more one-offs. But from the looks of the previews of next week's episode, it's going to be back to intense time jumping, confusion, and double the Amy's and stuff. So can't always get what you want, but it's nice when we have the one-off episodes that do rock. So yay! I was happy with that, basically. Long story short, the episode was awesome. I can't really fault it on anything. So rock on, Gatiss. Toodles.